Hello, Eugene.
Hi, Joe.
Thank you very much for joining us
Thank you
and,
too.
and for sharing your story. First question for you. How old were you, Eugene, when you first began learning about jewelry?
I was 15 years old when I was getting interested doing this.
What was your job at that time?
Uh, that time, I'm a buy and sell in a jewelry.
Okay.
Like-
And how did you learn directly about jewelry? Was it from that job or was it from people that you met?
From the people that I met back home, because when you know how to cooperate and friendly to others, they starting teaching you when you are interested doing this business.
And where was this, Eugene? Where were you at this time as a teenager?
In Manila.
In Manila, in the
Philippines,
Philippines.
yes.
Okay, and so that's where your first jewelry schooling, first training began. How old? What year then was it that you came to Canada?
Came in Canada 1976.
And how long were you in Canada when you received your first opportunity here to work with jewelry?
After 1 year, I start doing this in the Benz 1978. I was apprenticed to the shop where I met through the watch repairman. He's become my friend, and one day I decided. One day I talked to him. I told him that I like to learn doing jewelry, and he told me come back in a week because I have a friend willing to train someone. So I come back in a week, and he bring me to his friend that he has a shop downtown in Winnipeg, and he start training me. Within 3 months, he asked me, "Are you sure you're not doing this when you are in Philippines?" I said, "Not in the bands because I am buy and sell in jewelry." "Because you're very good," he told me. "You learn very fast."
Okay, so that was a big. Your first year in Canada was a big year. You
The
first
second year.
So second year. So
Yes.
in the first year, you met the gentleman who was the watchmaker,
Yes.
and he had the jewelry store watchmaker. But from him, you met the
Another-
jeweler
yeah.
who you began apprenticing with.
Yeah, that's right.
And so for 3 years, you were with him. What do you remember the things you were doing most during your apprentice? What type of jewelry items were you working with the most?
That time that's in the 70s, mostly like signet rings and nugget styles, all different kind of ring. That time, not too many solitaire, not too many like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all signet rings.
And so your apprenticeship was for 3 years. When was it that you first began doing your own custom work?
Oh, after 5 years that I've been working to store name Al's Jewelers. After 5 years, I decided to open my own repair shop in Winnipeg, and I'm doing okay. I have famous client back then, football player. His name Tony Norman, and judo master in Winnipeg, his name Mark Berger, and some hockey player. I'm making them rings
Okay, so all
in Winnipeg.
the sports celebrities.
Yes,
Oh.
and the biggest diamond that I set and make into a ring is a 10-carat diamond back then.
Wow.
The guy owned that diamond. His name Ron Young. I make a ring to his 10-carat diamond, and he loves it.
And that was
Never see big diamond 10-carat back then in the 80s.
wow.
Yes. And I moved. Well, I guess like life, it's ups and downs, right? I moved in Toronto in 1986. Start working to Burke's Jewelry. They have a shop in Charles Street. And then after a few years, I worked to a big company. No, before that I worked at European Jewelry in Yorkdale, and sometimes my station in Sherway Garden, Eaton's. I worked at European for more than 5 years.
And when was it, Eugene, the first time that you were called a master jeweler by your colleagues?
When I decided to work in Libman and Company down to Petrolia, I'm the one who doing what is this, the model, the first model they make. I'm the one who doing it before they do mass production. And of course, like, they like it. Everything is perfect when I'm making it, assembling it, and they mentioning me that this guy is a master.
So you were their top assembler.
Yes.
And you were the one that made the very first ring of the line.
Yes.
So they would be copying
1,000, yes.
your first ring.
Yeah.
That's what they would make the thousands of.
Yes.
Wonderful.
We make all different kind of style. I'm the one who doing it first, and then after that they approve it, and then they make thousands, millions of rings. They are ship it to U.S. to stores in U.S. They call sales.
So not just thousands of rings, but you're saying millions.
Yes.
Wonderful. A lot of practice to become the master jeweler.
Of course. I'm happy doing it until the rest of my life.
And I guess because you do a lot of custom work.
Yes.
And you do custom designs. I'm guessing you always find new challenges. You never
Yes.
run out of challenges.
That's right. Yeah. I do all different kinds of works.
And there's always something new.
Yeah. Whatever design they like, I'm doing it. I giving them 2 weeks to finish it. Customer are happy when they pick up their custom-made jewelry. They're so happy when I finish their jewelry, what they give me, like whatever design they like. It's not easy to learn this. You have to have many years experience before you become successful doing it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Eugene. I appreciate you sharing your story.
Thank you, Joe.